Hello and welcome to another one of my videos. In this one I want to make a new ukulele mold. This one's nice and robust and heavy. I like the shape, but I want to make it in the Spanish style of a neck. So I want to make it a little bit more lightweight. I want it in this shape but in this form. So let's make one. So I'm going to take some board. This is chipboard, but plywood is better because it's stronger, but thin enough, and it'll be wide enough to at least take half of that form there, and also chop it there, so that I'm going to basically take those and turn them into four, and like that, stack them, and I put a nail here, here, and here, just to secure them. And that should be enough to put that on top of there, draw the form that I want to copy, and there we are, ready to cut it. So there we have them cut out. This is the piece we need, and I actually went against convention and used an electric tool, a jigsaw, just because it's quicker and also more precise to get through all four of them. And this piece here, we're not going to throw them away because they will make a good form for bending sides on later on, but I'll put them aside for now. This is the part that we're going to need, those four. I'll just pull out those three nails to separate them. I'm going to need a whole bunch of blocks to separate those two boards here. A fair number of them, and they all have to be all the same height. Now I've set a stop here at 4.5 centimeters, so that you've got 4.5 plus another half of those boards, and that will give me a centimeter extra for pegging on a 6 centimeter ukulele depth. I'm also going to need a couple that are going to go out there to clamp together at that end with a bolt at that end, and also two longer ones at this end that are going to make the space for the neck. A wing nut would be quite good, but that's not quite long enough, so this will do for the moment. And let's drill a hole through. And I've just glued I am gluing the first block onto this so that when it goes in there it'll be positioned well. Now to assemble it, I'm going to line up those there, and starting at this end I'm going to go around this way because this is going to have a gap at this end. Then some glue, put that on top, and nail with some little nails, and any doubt, let it protrude a little bit because we can into the center, because we can clean that up later. Making sure that when you do the second one, that it is square to the bottom, the other one, right? On this end, I'm going to leave enough space for the neck and parallel as well, which means I'm going to have to cut that little piece out there before I nail that in. Then I'm going to insert all those blocks there, flush on the edge, slightly protruding there. The last two on this curve are wedge shaped, so that they can butt in like something like that. Now on one of these sides I'm going to put a piece of ply, same as that, nail it on that side and screw it on this so that it can be undone to release the ukulele later. When that's all dry, we can use a curved gouge and or rasps as well to then put that, connect from both sides to put that curve in from side to side. Last thing to do would be to cut those little pieces out both sides and maybe round the edges a little bit, and we're ready to go. In a similar fashion, to make the form for bending the sides of the ukulele, you've got your 4 pieces. You only really need to make 2, but the sides, I've made them wider than the body of the ukulele, 6 centimeters at least, so that the side can sit flat on that form when it's bent. Nail them all around there. And in a similar fashion, we're going to round that off.